Hello, friends of Sudoku, and good evening. Anyway, it's evening here. It's it's close to midnight. And I just thought I would do another puzzle from websudoku.com. As usual, I transferred the grid over to sudokuexchange.com's user interface because it's much more pleasing. One word of warning though, these puzzles from websudoku.com, they are often marred by the fact that they kind of favor the sixes, the twos, and the nines. For some reason, the computer program that designs these puzzles is flawed. It doesn't mean that the puzzles are necessarily easy. It just means that sometimes it's very easy to find the twos, the nines, and the sixes. And I don't know if it's going to be the case tonight. I just wanted to warn you. There's something definitely wrong with that computer program because I often find myself finding sixes very, very quickly in these puzzles. So let's see how this one goes. I do already see a 6 blocking down, and I see another 6 blocking down and 1 6 blocking over. So here is the first 6. And I see, yes, I see the outline of, well, there's a 3 and a 6 blocking these squares, right? So we know that these two squares must be 3 and 6. And here's the thing. We got a 2 and a 7 blocking here. We got a 2 and a 7 blocking here. So these two squares must be 2 and 7s, right? Now this 6 blocks are up here. Therefore, one of these is a 6 blocking across. So now all of a sudden it turns out that this square must be a 3 and this must be a 6. It's a little disappointing that it's sometimes so easy to find digits in what is supposed to be an evil puzzle. But as I said, sometimes we are rewarded by the rest of the puzzle being pretty difficult. We'll have to see how this one goes, though. First of all, now here's a 6 blocking across and another 6 blocking across and 1 blocking down. So here's a 6. And we now have 6s up here somewhere. And in one of these two squares here. And I think that's it for the 6s for the time being. We have a 9 blocking across here, a virtual 9 here blocking across, and this 9 blocking down. So a 9 must go in this square. We have a 3 blocking down here and a 3 blocking down here. One of these is a 3. And therefore, this square must be a 3. If you didn't follow that, let me explain. These two 3s block here, right? So one of these is a 3. We know that one of these is a 3. So where now can we place a 3 in column 9? It can't go here. It can't go here. And we have got 2 3s blocking these two squares. So this is a 3. Let's see what else we have. Well, we have 2s here or here. 5 in one of these squares blocking across. So this 5 blocking up and down. So we got 5s here or here. And we got, 8. Hang on. This must be an 8, mustn't it? Because this 8 blocks across and this 8 blocks across. These are 2 and 7, therefore cannot be 8s. So the 8 is destined for this square here. And that gives me a 3 here, doesn't it? Because this 3 blocks down, this 3 blocks down, here's a 3. We know that one of these is a 3 because we established that earlier. And by the way, the 4 and a 9 here puts a 4 and a 9 in these two squares, doesn't it? So these are 1s and 3s. But that's besides the point. I was talking about the 3s. 3 block over here and down here and down here. So here's a 3. And what else do we have? There's a 7 blocking up here, across here, and up here. So here's a 7. here now we're looking for a 4, 1, 5, and 9. 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. No, I'm not seeing that yet. Did I say that one of these is a 9 because of this 9 blocking and this 9 blocking? That means that these squares are all blocked by 9s, and this 9 blocks this square. So here's a 9. Now we got 9s across here and here. 9 must go up here somewhere. And I think that's all I can say about the 9s. Let me look at these squares here. There must be a 1, 4, and a 5. 1, 4, and a 5. 4 here or here, 5 here or here, 1 basically anywhere. So we'll have to look elsewhere for the next number, I think. Where is the next number coming from? One, 2, 4, 7 here. There's a 2, 7 here. So this is a 1, 4. So a 2 must go here, here. 7, we don't really know anything. Oh, hang on. We know, oh, these are 2s and 7s. Yes. Oh, but the 4. I think we can do something with the 4. At least we can try to pinpoint where it goes over here, because this 4 blocks across here. These are 2 7s. Therefore, 4 must go in one of these squares. And as I said, therefore, in one of these squares. And of course, these are 1, 5, and 9. Therefore, these must be a 7, 2, and 4. So this is a 2, 7, but we knew that, didn't we? I'm still intrigued by this row here. We know that a 6 must go in one of these squares, and we know that a 4 must go in one of these squares. The only 2 other numbers missing is a 1 and a 5. And a 5 can't go here, so a 5 has got to go here. Let me see if that is correct. 1, 6, 4, 5. 6, 5. This is a 1, 4. And it's not a 1, 4 because if the 4 we just established that a 4 must go here or here. So this is a 1. What am I talking about? Well, it is late. That's my only excuse. So now we got a 1 here, don't we? Because one of these is a 1. This is a 2, 7. Therefore, this is a 1. This can't be a 5. Ergo, this must be a 5. And this has got to be a 4. Now we are cooking, I think. Now we got a 6 and a 4 in these squares. We got a 4 blocking over here and up here. One of these is a 4 blocking across. So one of these is a 4, but this 4 blocks up. Therefore, the 4 is forced to go here. And I do remember something about 9s, didn't I? Yes, I did, because we have got 9s blocking across. So here's a 9. And that, nothing. Now, 1, 2, and an 8 over here. That will also have to wait. But a 6 here, we knew that. Yes, we knew that. Nothing new. We did find the 4 here, didn't we? And that relieves this square here of the pressure of being a 4 and a 9. Now it can only be a 9, and this can only be a 4. This 9 blocks down, this 9 blocks over. Therefore, a 9 must go in this position. And now we're looking for an 8, 7, and a 1 here. The 8 blocks over, of course, so here's an 8. And that gives me an 8 for one of these squares. That's not quite enough to find an 8 here. But we now know that these must be a 1 and a 7. Therefore, a 1 goes up here somewhere, and a 7 goes up here somewhere. Can we do more with that? 1 and 7, 2, 4, 5. 4 blocks down, 4 goes here. 2 can't go here, therefore it's a 5, and there's 4, this is a 2. This is now a 5, 7, because these are 1, 3. The 5 blocks down, so this is a 7, and this is a 5. These must be 4 and 2. The 2 blocks over, so the 4 is forced here, and the 2 is forced to go here. Now this is a 2, and we have got 2 here, here. These 2 can only be a 7 and a 5. The 5 blocks up, so here's a 7, here's a 5. And that makes this square here 4. This 4 blocks across, this 4 blocks up, here's a 4. And we do remember, I'm sure, that this therefore had to be a 6. Now this 6 blocks up, and this blocks over, here's another 6. And we have a 6 here now. I believe this is an 8. Yes, 8 blocks up, so here's an 8. And these must be a 1 and a 5. 5 blocks over, here's a 1, here's a 5. These must be a 2 and a 3. 2 blocks up, here's a 3, here's a 2. And that gives me a 2 up here. And a 3, no, a 3 here. And a 1 here, because we remember those, I'm sure. And that gives me a 1 for this square and for this. And this, therefore, has got to be an 8. And that gives me an 8 for this square. This, therefore, must be a 7. This must be a 7, because we had 7 and 2 here, right? And therefore, we have a 7 here. And I remember this being a 1. Now this 1 blocks down, so here's another 1. And a 1 goes here. 9 blocks up, so a 9 goes here. This must be a 5, and this must be a 2. That was a very neat puzzle from websudoku.com, even if it made it easy to find the 2 6s and 9s. It had some other challenges that I really enjoyed. I hope you did too. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.